It's Monday, and over the weekend, I decided to decorate my Christmas tree. I wonder if you guys have put your Christmas trees up yet. Since it's already the middle of December, maybe you have. There might be some other things you did this weekend. One thing I did with my family this weekend is we did our Advent wreath. My family and I have a tradition of doing an Advent wreath every Christmas to celebrate the arrival of Jesus and get excited about his birthday. I'm going to talk to you guys about what an Advent wreath is. I'm going to talk to you guys about what an Advent wreath is in a minute. But before we do that, I think we should check who's the artist on our artist leaderboard. Today's artist is Aiden! Yes! Congratulations, Aiden! Aiden is today's artist on the artist leaderboard because Aiden submitted a piece of art from Fun Friday. It was an amazing Rudolph, but every single person who submitted a Rudolph did an amazing job. I was super impressed. That was a pretty hard challenge. Today, we are going to make our own Advent wreaths, and I'm going to teach you guys how to draw one. But before we learn how to draw one, I want to talk to you about what an Advent wreath is. So every year around Christmas time, my family and I used to gather around the Advent wreath when I was a kid, and now as a grown-up, we do it through Zoom. But you might have seen one of these at church, or you might have talked about these in Godly Play with Miss Richards last year. But just like you get excited about Christmas because you're thinking about the presents and the people who might visit and maybe even Santa Claus, the Christian church gets excited about the birth of Jesus Christ because, after all, the reason for this season is Christ. I mean, it is in the name Christmas. So, we light one candle every Sunday until the very day that Jesus is born. So, since yesterday was the second Sunday of December, we are on our second candle. So every night, not every night, every Sunday night, my family and I get together and we say a prayer and we light a candle. And each candle represents a different theme. The first candle we light is the candle of hope. The second candle we light is the candle of love. The third candle we light is the candle of joy. And the fourth candle we light is the candle of peace. So it goes purple, purple, pink, purple. You might have also seen the purple candles as blue, and that's okay too. In the very middle is a tall white candle, and sometimes churches include these, and this white candle symbolizes Christ. We would light the white candle on Christmas Day. The evergreens around the outside of the wreath, there are these little evergreen bows, which are from a Christmas tree. The evergreens symbolize everlasting life, or what God gives us when we go to heaven. I would love to know what you and the people you live with's traditions are. When you guys take a picture and post your picture to the Schoolology page, please comment in your submission what tradition you and your family have. All right, let's get started learning how to draw our own Advent wreath for the season of Advent. In order to do this, you guys are going to need a piece of paper and something to draw with. You might also need some colors. The colors that I'm going to be using today are purple, green, brown, pink, and white. Alright, to start, we're going to start by drawing each of the candles. So to start, I'm going to draw my first candle, and my candles are long, skinny rectangles. So I'm going to draw two parallel lines in the front of my candle, and then I'm going to put a curved edge at the bottom. Remember how we did our curved lines when we made our cups? We're going to do the same thing at the bottom of our candle to make our candle look a little more 3D, and then we're going to do the same thing at the top of our candle. So a curved edge on the bottom and the top of our candle. Then we're going to make another curved edge at the very top. This curve is going to be a frowny face curve, so I'm going to make another curve at the very top, and the frowny face is going to go from one edge all the way to the other edge of my candle. This is going to be the top of my candle. Now I'm going to put a wick at the top, and then I can add some drips to my candle if I would like my candle to look like it's been dripping or melty. And to do that, I'm going to use the letter U, and I'm going to draw a letter U To do that, I'm going to use the letter U, and I'm going to draw a letter U on my candle. And I could draw short letter U's, medium letter U's, or long letter U's all the way across the top of my candle to make it look kind of like it's dripping wax, like it's been lit before. So we're going to keep going. We're going to do our second candle. So we're going to draw our second candle to the right of our first candle. So I'm going to draw a straight line, and I'm going to start my straight line sort of in the middle of where my other candle is. So I'm going to start my straight line right here, and I'm going to draw a parallel line. And then at the bottom of my candle, I'm going to draw a curved smiley face line. And I'm going to do the same thing at the top, a curved smiley face line. And then to finish the top of my candle, I'm going to do a curved frowny face line. This way our candles look a little more 3D. I'm going to add that wick with a straight line. And like I showed you before, if you want these candles to look like they're melting, you could add some letter U's at the very top of your candle to make it look like it has wax strips. You could also put a kind of a curved shape, sort of like the bottom of a letter S on the side, to make it look like wax is dripping from the side of your candle too. So we have 2 candles down, we have 3 more candles to go. We're going to add our next 2 candles on this side of our paper, so we're going to go over to the left side and we're going to add our third candle here. We want our third candle to be about the same height as our second candle, that is if we haven't melted it too much. So we're going to draw 2 parallel lines to make our third candle, and you're going to draw a smiley face line at the bottom and a smiley face line at the top, and then you're going to connect the top 2 lines with a curved frowny face line, just like that. Then we add a wick, which is just a straight line, and then we could add drips if we wanted this candle to look drippy. Maybe we want this candle to not be drippy or not as drippy, so maybe I'll just put 1 little drip, or maybe 2. Alright. The next candle I'm going to do is our 4th candle. So our 4th candle we want to be around the same length or height as this candle here, so I'm going to start my candle in the middle right here on the very left, and I'm going to draw 2 parallel lines, a smiley face curve at the bottom, and a smiley face curve at the top to make our candles look 3D, and then a frowny face curve at the very, very top to be the top of our candle. Add our wick. Now we have 4 candles here. The last thing we need to do is we need to add our Christ candle, and our Christ candle is going to go right in the center. So we're going to draw 2 parallel lines, a curved line at the bottom, a curved line at the top, and then a frowny face curve at the very, very top, and a wick right in the middle. The next thing we have to do is we have to add our wreath, or our holly branches, or our pine branches around the outside of our candle. There's a couple different ways that we could draw our pine branches, and I'm going to show you to draw our pine branches. We're going to start with a curved line, and you're going to start at the bottom, and you're going to do a curved line, and then you're going to put little branch lines coming out of it, so kind of like a letter Y, and then you're going to add some more branch lines, however many you want, and then on that we're going to add the pine needles. So you're going to add shorter little lines coming out of each branch, and we're going to do this all the way around to encircle our wreath. So there's one branch. We want to make a second branch here. There's one branch. We want to make a second branch here. So I'm going to do a curved branch here to make it look more like it's in a circle. So I'm going to draw a curved branch. I'm going to add my letter Y. We're going to add a curved branch here. I'm going to add my letter Y. And then I'm going to add my branches coming off the sides. Then I could add my pine needles with my straight lines. I'm going to keep going. We want it to go around the back of my candle. So I'm going to add a curved line around the back of my candle. And this time I'm going to go through my middle candle. So I'm going to start my branch here and I'm going to stop it when I get to my candle. I'm going to hop over my candle and continue my branch on the other side. This way it makes it look like this candle is in the front because I want this candle to look like it's in the front. So I put the branch behind it. That way I'm overlapping and using perspective to make my drawing look a little bit more realistic. Alright, I'm going to keep going. I'm going to add another curved branch here, and I'm going to do the same thing over here where I hopped over. That way my branch looks like it's in the back. So I'm going to keep drawing my curved line, stop when I get to the candle, hop over, and finish when I get to my second candle. I'm going to draw my branches coming off with their shorter branches to represent my everlasting life or my pine tree branches. And then I've got one more stick here to add, so I'm going to add my last stick. I'm going to start my line closer to the side of my candle, and I'm going to draw a curved line that comes out and around and goes back in towards my first candle. And I can connect it to my candle, or I cannot. It's up to you. If you want it to look like it's all stuck together, you could connect them, but it's not necessary. Remember to add your branches with all their pine needles with their straight lines coming out, and you can add as many or as few as you want. Alright, I think our wreath is looking pretty good, but it looks a little bit bare, so I'm thinking we should add a different kind of branch. Let's add a holly branch. So to draw a holly leaf, we're going to start by drawing a stick for a holly leaf. So I'm going to start at the bottom, first candle, and I'm going to draw a stick that's going in towards the center of my candle. And then on the edge of that stick, I'm going to draw a very pointy curved letter A. So it's going to kind of look like this. Kind of like a very pointy curved letter A, only I'm not going to let my curved letter A touch my stick. And I'm going to do that again with another super pointy curved letter A. And then I'm going to do a curved pointy line at the top. Another super pointy letter A. And a third super pointy letter A at the very bottom. So that's going to be my holly leaf. And I could do a second holly leaf down here. So I could draw another straight line, do my super pointy curves, like that. Now I have a holly branch. I could add berries by drawing little circles. I could add other things like different sorts of leaves. Maybe I want to add a normal kind of leaf. To draw a normal leaf, you're going to start with a diagonal line, and you're going to draw a curved line that starts at the bottom, curves out, sort of like a letter D, and then curves back in towards the top of your line. So curves out, and then back down, back in. And you can draw lines on that leaf as well. So to recap, there's a couple different types of leaves we can make. We can make holly leaves. To make a holly leaf, you start by drawing a diagonal line, and then you put very, very pointy letter A's all around it. So start with your pointy letter A. You could start at the top, and then draw another pointy letter A next to it, another pointy A, and do the same thing on the other side. Pointy letter A, connected to another pointy letter A. And you can see in my A's I'm not putting the line in the middle. And then all you have to do to finish is connect the very bottom of your leaf together. So I'm going to just continue these lines, boop, 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 until they all touch each other, like that. And I could add some berries by drawing some circles, if I wanted to. I could also draw a normal sort of leaf. To draw a normal sort of leaf, again, I will show you how to draw a normal leaf. To draw a normal leaf, you might draw a diagonal line, and you're going to start at the bottom of the leaf, and your line is going to curve out, and then it's going to curve back in. Curve out, and then back in. And then you can take this line in the middle, and you can add your veins on your leaf. Alright, that is our Advent wreath. The next thing that we need to do is we need to add our flame. So we need to light our Advent candles. So if you want to light your candles every week, you are more than welcome to. So we might just light the first 2 candles today, and then we can come back and light the others as we go. So we're going to light our very first candle. And the first candle that you light for Advent is the first candle we're going to light for Advent is going to be the candle of hope. And so we're going to light the candle of hope. I guess it doesn't really matter where they are on the wreath because they're all the same. So we're going to light our first candle. We're going to light our candle of hope. And to draw a flame, I like to draw a curved line. So I like to, kind of like when I did my leaf, I like to start with my curved line starting at the very base of my wick, and I curve out, and then I curve it back in. And I do the same on the other side. I take my pencil or my pen and I curve my line out, kind of like a C shape or a D shape, and then I bring that line to touch the very top, so I curve the line back in, like that. And I could do this as many times as I wanted. If I wanted it to be a small flame or a big flame, I could keep adding this shape around it. And I could do it on the inside too. For example, I could draw this same shape, curving out, and then curving in on the inside to make it look like a bigger flame. So the first candle that we lit is the candle of hope. So the first candle we lit is the candle of hope. And if you'd like, you can write the names of the candles on each so you know what they mean. So our first candle is the candle of hope. The second candle we light is going to be the candle of love. So again, to draw your flame, you could draw a tiny flame inside and a bigger flame on the outside. I'm going to do that here. So I'm going to start my flame at the end of my wick, and I'm going to draw a curved line that goes out, and then I'm going to bring that curved line in. So curved line goes out, curved line comes in. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Curved line comes out, and then I'm going to bring the line back in towards the middle, as if I'm coming back to touch where the wick would be. I can make a bigger flame around that. I can draw a curved line that comes out and back in. Curved line that comes out, and then I bring the curved line back in. There are 2 more candles left, besides the Christ candle in the middle. So the third candle that we would light would be the candle of joy. And then the fourth candle that we light would be the candle of peace. The very last candle that's in the middle is the Christ candle. And this is the candle that gets lit on Christmas Day. So if you want to keep lighting your candles, you're more than welcome to, or you can light them as the season goes on. So you would light this candle next Sunday, and you would light this candle on the Sunday right before Christmas, and then you would draw your flame for this candle on Christmas Day. But I don't really want to wait, so I'm going to draw all of my flames now. All right, now that we've drawn all our flames, the last thing that we have to do is we have to color it. If you are planning on coloring your candles, these are the colors you're going to need. You're going to need green, and you don't have to use a marker. You could use a green crayon, a green colored pencil, a green highlighter. You also might want yellow or orange, or maybe even red for your flames. Also, if you drew berries, you might want red for the berries. You're also going to need the colors of the candles. You're going to need pink for the joy candle, and you're going to need purple for the other three candles. Remember, the Christ candle stays white. All right, let's get coloring. Hey guys, you're back! It looks like you finished your Advent wreath. If that's true, go ahead and post a picture of your Advent wreath on the Schoolology art page on the yellow button that says Daily Classwork. When you post your picture, I want you to type in the comment box if you and the people you live with have a holiday tradition. If so, tell me what it is. Also, if you're following along on our Countdown to Christmas calendar, today's day is day 7. What you should draw in day 7 is a snowflake. If you haven't filled out boxes 1 through 6, all you have to do is fill out boxes 1 through 6 in a festive manner. I drew a present on my first day, a Christmas tree on my second, a candy cane on the third day, an ornament on the fourth. I decorated a box for the day of the 5th. I drew Santa Claus on the 6th, and on day 7, I drew a snowflake. Alright guys, I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Have a great day. Bye!